Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Behind the Boardroom, a podcast series from Botree Software. This is a series where we will be talking about companies and their digital transformation journeys. In this episode, we will be meeting with Mehjabin, who's the Sales Ops Tech Executive at Royal Canin India. She is instrumental in taking care of the day-to-day operations through technology and innovation, and even the innovative new products and projects that the company does. She has a huge role in implementing them on a day-to-day basis. We're very happy to meet her and learn a lot of things about execution and the challenges and the innovations that technology can bring in the day-to-day life in a DMS and SFA solution. Hi, Mejabin. Great to finally see you after 2 years of working together, right? And I'm very happy that we got this opportunity to travel to your offices in Mumbai and doing this podcast.
Thank you so much, Murthy, for coming over. I'm really glad to be associated with you all. And it's been 2 years, really. And for the first time, we are meeting with each other, and that too for the podcast. So I'm really looking forward for it. Thank you so much for coming over.
Great. So I want to get started asking about your roles and responsibilities, right? As the data ops, tech specialist, what goes on in your day-to-day work, right? And how is work at Royal Canin India?
Okay, so the thing is that my primary responsibility in Royal Canin as a sales operations technical executive is to optimize the sales process and enhance the strategic decision making of our sales team. So, and as you know, that Royal Canin is a recommendation model, heavily relies on the distribution technique. So, it is very essential for us to have a robust technology that will help us optimize the sales process and digitize the overall experience of our sales team. So that is how we do it, and Botree DMS have been playing a critical role in this transformation journey of Royal Canin.
So talking about transformation, right? How has Botree DMS and SFA really helped you in your day-to-day activities, right? Have you made your life any easier? Is your day in life any different from how it was before implementation?
Botree DMS have really helped us a lot because before DMS, so there was a manual intervention in our inventory management as well as the order processing. So we relied heavily on that, and because after implementing the DMS, it has improved a lot because we get a more analytical visibility into the data, and the reporting has improved. And because we have an visibility in the inventory, it is easier for us to take strategic decision in terms of the stock out, in terms of better placing our products into the into the market. That has really helped post DMS implementation.
Yeah, just when you were answering, I remembered that, we did the first time digitization and that should have provided you a very good amount of visibility into the secondary market.
Right. So digitization actually was the need of the hour at that point of time for Royal Canin, because post COVID the business was growing and it was an essential need for us to get the end-to-end visibility into our secondary market, as well as the inventory control was very much required. So after onboarding the Botree DMS, we could actually get the end-to-end visibility into the secondary billing. Although we had the distribution model right from the beginning, but we heavily relied on the manual intervention of the order processing. But after having DMS, it was easier for us to track down the secondary visibility, and that's how we could also get a better control on our inventory management. And other thing was the promotions, because the secondary billing was directly linked with the promotion. So we also had the complete control over what promotions are the distributors running and what is actually getting passed on to the retailers. So digitization really helped us into getting the complete control on inventory, order management, and the promotions.
So I think the next step that we took, right, I think was introduction of Botree SFA and then integrating that with DMS. And did that also add one more step into your digital journey, right? Can you talk about that a bit?
So certainly, because SFA onboarding the SFA, Botree SFA was a game changer for us, because not only did we were able to get the sales hygiene, but we were also able to integrate SFA through DMS. So what happened is, after integrating DMS and SFA, the users in the field who are taking the order, we could easily flow it to the DMS. So it was a less work for our distributors as well, because just at a click of a button, they could get the entire orders from the SFA synced to the DMS, and that's how the orders could get executed without any manual intervention. So that helped the distributors in reducing the time in punching the orders manually. So that again was a really good step. Another thing to that was, because in SFA we could also able to see the sales hygiene in the market, which completely changed the dynamics of our market working. So that was again a really big step in digitization process.
Okay. Can we delve a bit into, say, for example, pricing, right? Because you have some differentiated pricing, and we did set up the pricing calculations in the system differently for different. So, can we talk about that a bit? Also, on the promotions and budgets, maybe.
Right. So yes, we definitely have the different pricing strategy for our different customers. So with Botree DMS, see, it's a very critical area. Pricing for any organization, I believe, is a very critical aspect. So if we could have different pricing for various customer groups, that is like nothing like it. So with DMS, we were able to have the different pricing, and we could target it to the various customer groups, and that just not help us to have a variety in pricing, but it also helped us to put a different what do you call it help the customer engage in our different offers. If we talk about promotions, so promotions is like, yeah, we could have the budgeted promotions. So with DMS, we could also budget our promotions so that we decide what exactly is going to which customer, and that will really help to target various customer groups in terms of targets and what promotions or what schemes we want to offer them. Another biggest aspect is the inventory management. The inventory management is like, you can on the spot you can get the current stock of the distributor. The visibility of that is not just with us but also with the distributor. So if the distributor is billing X number of products today, he can immediately, after the bill is delivered, he can immediately remove the current stock report, and he can check basically what is his inventory level, and that will help him to better replenish the stock and have the proper inventory control at his godown as well. And for us also it is very useful, because then for us, because we are getting the visibility of the inventory at the distributor point, so we can calculate the stock days, and we can also have a control over what needs to be ordered and what is the buying pattern of the retailers.
Right. Also, from your primary selling point of view, how do you further push the targets? How do you further, plan the replenishment? I think that's what you're talking about, right? Right. Can we talk about how Botree, DMS, and SFA together help solve complex problems in the distribution, right? Because there would have been certain challenges that we have helped you solve.
Mm-hmm. Botree DMS have helped us. So there is one instance that I remember. We had recently introduced the pilot sales representatives. So we anyways have a distributor salesman who's on the payroll of our distributors. But these pilot sales representatives, they are basically on our third party payroll. So we introduce them in DMS. So what happens is that there are certain set of outlets who are, so we can say this, it is a high end outlets which we want only our PSR to cover.
Okay. So you want to give like special attention to
Exactly.
class A outlets or something like
Correct,
that. Okay.
correct.
Okay.
So we obviously we have the classification of the outlets. So these set of outlets are our loyalty customers as well. So we want a special attention to be given to those customers. Frequent visits should happen, and we as a company should also get the visibility of how frequently our salesman is visiting those customers. So that's when this was a very big technical challenge, because we could not introduce two salesmen in one distributor point. So but then with Botree DMS we were able to do it. And in SFA, the biggest asset of it is that in SFA, the DSM is going to look at all the outlets which is mapped to him, but our PSR is only going to see the certain set of outlets that is mapped to him. So that is the beauty of
So
SFA.
on overlapping routes, you're configured in such a way that the outlet count is different and the visibility is different to both these roles.
Both
Right,
these
right.
roles.
Understood.
Yes, yeah. So that requires a proper different route mapping to both the salesmen, and we were able to do it with DMS
Understood.
and SFA.
Sure, great. Maybe with when it comes to reporting, right? Uh, any specific reports that you do, any data-driven insights that you pull out, right? Anything specific that we can talk about reports?
Right, right. I'm really glad that you asked that question, Murthy, because reporting is a day-to-day thing for us. We rely on the DMS reports a lot. The right now the features that we are using from Botree DMS is just the out-of-the-box report. We have not using the customized report just yet. Yes, we are onto that route now. We are going to build the customized report, and we are already in talks for that. But the certain reports that we use on a daily basis are our secondary report, our scheme report, scheme utilization report, the credit note utilization, the unbilled customers report. So these are the few reports which is really helpful for us to make informed decision at our management level. So like for example, with the scheme utilization report, we'll be able to understand that what are the amount of scheme utilized by the retailer, and only basis on the utilization the CN will be passed. So this is a really great report. Another, the credit note utilization is also a great report, because we have the visibility of how much credit that we passed has been actually utilized by the
Right,
retailers or
right.
no. Yeah.
Okay. Anything about the flexibility of the portal? So because the one of the recent updates we gave you, we also gave you the way to customize reports on the fly, right? So any user should be able to edit and run reports on the fly. So that is a specific feature that I would like to showcase and take it forward with, right?
Yeah. So that is an exceptional feature. We did not have that initially when we started. Yeah. So then we always had to be, to and fro with, we want this report, we want that report. But now we have that control with us. So any point of time, any report that we want which is not there in the queue, we can build that report for us. So that is another exceptional feature that we have, I guess.
Do you have any feedback on how the services have been, right? How well are we taking care of the incidents? How is it going with the day-to-day operations? If you can.
Yeah, so Botree's support team has been really good, and I've been dealing with them for 2 years now. And the best part is that it has got a ticketing system. So the incidents are being raised, and the TAT is actually very short. So it is like you raise the ticket, and within just probably some issues get resolved within the same day, and some of the critical issues it will not take, I guess, more than a couple of days to fix it. So, and technical issues like the issues which is on a top priority, that gets taken care of like within the same day. So I don't remember any issues as such that has taken a week or so to get fixed. So it is like really good support that we've been getting from Botree.
Great. Very good to know. And lastly, any feedback about the delivery team? How is your relationship with the team, and how has it been a overall journey, right, from a delivery perspective?
No, the delivery team, very recently I had one issue which needed immediate intervention, and I explained it to the team that I wanted to be fixed immediately, and I was really surprised that they turned it around within just a couple of days. I was so thrilled with that progress because that was something very important and very critical, and it is so everything is going live, and we want to, our main agenda is to improve the user experience. And so anyways, we are tracking the sales team, but it is also important that we do not put them in a spot, and we when they are in the market, we do not actually trouble them with a lot of hiccups in the app. So there was one very critical issue that had come up, and the team was able enough to turn it around within just a couple of days. And just after they committed that they will do it within 2 days, and they did it. And early morning I'm getting a new what do you say, a version upgrade, and when I downloaded, and everything is just working as per my requirement. So it was really a great experience, and this is just the one that I remember, but there has been a lot of such experiences with the Botree team. So they've been really helpful.
It's great catching up with you and having this chat. Thank you. Thanks for your
Thank you
time.
so much for having me, Murthy. Thank you.